Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures. My name's Jolly and we've got another Sunday preview today on the 9th of July 2023. Folks, do make sure that you've liked and subscribed this video. It's really important when putting these videos out to maximize those sorts of things as soon as possible. And we're going to get right into it. So, the new edition of Warhammer 40,000 follows a vital philosophy. Simplified, not simple. It's easier than ever to get into, and from next week you'll be able to pick up 3 different starter sets that accommodate all sorts of players regardless of their familiarity with the game, or even Warhammer in general. There are a few neat extras coming alongside them, including some Leviathan exclusive miniatures heading to general release. Let's scroll down. So first of all, Warhammer 40,000 The Rules. The rulebook. The Warhammer 40,000 core rules have been revitalized with the new edition, changing the way that the game plays in numerous key ways. They are available to download for free, but this small hardback book is the ideal gaming companion. Just a touch smaller than A5 format, with a black ribbon page marker, it contains all 64 pages of the core rules and nothing else. This product is only available from the Games Workshop web store while stocks last. So, potentially, I don't know if they'll be doing a queue, but prepare to mash that F5 if they don't. If you want this sort of thing, though, that is a vital thing. It is available to download for free, so there is not really a necessity to get it unless you just like the books. Okay, I see Warhammer 40,000 introductory set. So, Warhammer 40,000 introductory set is a complete beginner product for Warhammer 40,000. It includes 5 Infernus Marines, 10 Termagants, and a Ripper Swarm. All push-fit miniatures, plus clippers, a brush, and 5 paints to start your journey into building and painting. 48-page introductory set, handbook contains tutorials and basic missions to play using the game mat, dice, ruler, and tokens included. It's a perfect gift for those just starting on their Warhammer 40,000 journey. And here is the contents of that. Got the Infernus Marines, as we've just said, we've got the dice and stuff. These are what I would consider proper sort of introductory sets, starter sets, etc., compared to Leviathan, because these actually have they got the dice and the ruler, and they got some paints as well. Leviathan itself, it didn't have a ruler, and it didn't have dice, which was a bit of a, I don't know. As a result of that, basically, I didn't really consider that a proper starter set. Anyway, so this is certainly a good price point. Well, I don't know the price point yet. We'll see the price point truly on Monday, and hopefully I'll be able to add those prices to this video as soon as I can find out them. But if they're anything like the 9th edition sort of starter sets, these are really good value, especially if you know someone who you want to go halves with for sort of like tyranids, or you want to go get rid of your Space Marines. It's an even better value proposition. Let's scroll down to the Warhammer 40,000 starter set. Here it is, as you can see on screen. The Warhammer 40,000 starter set is great for getting into the game. It includes all the miniatures from the introductory set and adds a Captain and Terminator armor and 5 Terminators on the Space Marine side, facing off against a Winged Tyranid Prime, Psychophage, 3 Von Ryan's Leapers, and 10 more Termagants and a Ripper Swarm. The box contains simplified data sheets and a 64-page Warhammer 40,000 starter set handbook, which features rules, tutorials, and training missions to get you started. You also get a Space Marine transfer sheet with 849 decals, playing mat plus dice and a range ruler. Plus some miniatures inside this box almost add up to 2 full combat patrols. All you need is to pick up a Librarian and Terminator armor for Space Marines or a unit of Barb Gaunts for Tyranids, and you're ready to play out a combat patrol game. So that is a this hopefully I'll be able to put up on the old prices for the sort of 9th edition versions of these things to see if we can got any sort of a vague idea of where we're going to probably be starting off price wise. Then we got the Ultimate starter set right here. Get some, basically the previous thing, plus some scenery and a little bit more by the looks of it. The Ultimate beginning to the new edition of the game, the aptly named Warhammer 40,000 Ultimate starter set is a comprehensive introduction to Warhammer 40,000. This box contains everything that the starter set does, plus those 6 extra miniatures you need to make 2 full combat patrols of Space Marine and Tyranids. Then there's terrain consisting of an STC hab bunker and 8 stockades, which can be set up with 2 double-sided gaming boards included. Much like the smaller sets, this box also contains a handbook, as well as a full core rules booklet. This has all the cool rules for the new edition and the Rules for the fast and fun combat patrol mode, including 6 missions. You also get dice, tokens, a range ruler, and a Space Marine transfer sheet. Yes, out of all of these, this is probably the one I would consider thus far. And the only reason for that is because I got a stack of this scenery already, one of the box sets. I can't remember which one it was. There was the sort of the big box of scenery, and there was the slightly smaller box which had basically, it was missing these bits, I think, as far as I can tell. So I might get this. I don't know. We'll really see. And as it always comes down to the price. But if you're just getting into it, this could be the purchase. This could be potentially the purchase for you. Especially, as I've said before, if you have a friend who wants to go halves, if they fancy one side and you fancy the other. And we can have a little scroll down here. We've got the Librarian and Terminator armor. If you're buying the starter set and want to increase your collection to full combat patrol size, if you just want to snag this puissant and well-protected Psychic, you'll be able to pre-order him separately from next week. You can lead your units of Terminators to give them resistance to incoming Psychic attacks while manipulating reality to ensure that they put out even more firepower in return. We have seen him before, but here he is. I've actually got 2 of these already. So I will be looking forward to painting it up once I'm able to paint properly. I really do like this mini, and yeah, it's I'm really looking forward to it. Move down, we've got the Barb Gaunts. Load up on 5 Barb Gaunts to expand your starter set into Tyranid Combat Patrol. The largest of the Gaunt genus to be identified by Imperial observers. These hunched creatures are slaves to their wriggling ganglioparasites, unleashing volleys of explosive barbs from their biocannons. Yes, they've got these sort of weird, well, they're not very nice. Whatever they are attached to the sort of up here, I would not like to be, yeah, I don't really fancy that too much. Yeah, I won't be getting these. Tyranids aren't really my jam, although I have finally come up with a sort of vague paint scheme that I'm kind of looking forward to painting on Tyranids. So I will be getting a few more here and there, especially if they finally do some more Gene Stealers. I'd be very keen on that, but hopefully you've made sure you've subscribed and got the bell ticked so you get the notifications when I do eventually get around to doing those painting tutorials for my Tyranids. We got some painting things. We got Infernus Marines and paints. Get started with the painting aspect of the Warhammer hobby with this Infernus Marines and paint set, which includes 3 push-fit Infernus Marines with embossed Ultramarine shoulder markings and 5 paints. Borax White, Macragge Blue, Balthasar Gold, Abaddon Black, Agrax Earthshade, and Armageddon Dust, plus a Citadel starter brush. As I said, we don't have prices yet for these things. Hopefully we will find out potentially on Monday, and I'll be able to add that to the details of this. But this could be, if you're just starting off, this could be what you need. We got a good range of paints. If Ultramarines are your jam, that is, you got sort of just enough to sort of get you started, and some basing material and a paintbrush, which is always kind of important when it comes to painting. And then I see we've got Termagants and Ripper Swarm paint set as well. Cultivate your own collection of horrors from beyond the galaxy with this Termagants and Ripper Swarm and paint set. It contains 3 push-fit Termagants and a Ripper Swarm, and Citadel starter brush, and 5 paints: Borax White, Wraithbone, Nagaroth Knight, Thunderhawk Blue, Mage's Purple, and Armageddon Dust. Well, it's got my 2 of my sort of favorite purple colors in there, so I'm already happy about this. I would, if I was getting into the hobby, this would be, I'd be very tempted. I would be tempted. I see we got a paint set and tool set. The set contains everything you need to get started with your new push-fit miniatures. There are Citadel starter clippers, a mold line remover, the Citadel starter brush and 13 paints: Abaddon Black, Corax White, Wraithbone, Nagaroth Knight, Macragge Blue, Lead Belcher, Balthasar Gold, Bugman's Glow, Mephiston Red, Thunderhawk Blue, Mage's Purple, Agrax Earthshade, and Armageddon Dust. So you've basically got the 2 previous paint sets, I think, plus maybe 1 or 2 extra colors. Bugman's Glow, Mephiston Red, and Lead Belcher, I believe, are the extra ones. You do get those clippers. As for these tools, I already have a set of these clippers, I think, I got them in, was it Imperium magazine? I really not too keen on them. They are a bit too small for my hands. And as a result, I think I've used them a few times just to see if I was gonna like them or not. They're not for me. I've kept them anyway. But if you don't have any clippers at all, it's a place to start. And that's all I got to say about that. And mold line remover tool is the fancy version is basically what you see right there with a wooden handle attached to it. That's all there is to it. So I don't really use a mold line remover tool at all. I use my scalpel. Very safe. I've got to be very safe when I do that. But if you're just getting into the hobby, there is no reason to not get this box set. Well, the only reason is price, really, I guess, when it comes down to price. So maybe the price is a bit too much. I'd imagine it's priced pretty well. And if you've got none of this stuff, well, you got to start somewhere, right? However, I will be doing a video in the future about sort of clippers and stuff like that. So hopefully once you've made sure you've got that notification bell ticked, you'll be able to see that video once I get around to making it. And then we can scroll down to the next thing. There's some Horus Heresy. We've got the Sons of Horus Decurion Lanius. Okay, so he is a banner-waving Sons of Horus rascal. He is wielding a heavy bolter, 2 head options. Yeah, so he wafts the banner around. The Decurion Lanius is a cruel tank commander unique to the Sons of Horus. Emerging in the latter days of the heresy, these hatch-mounted enforcers maintain the Warmaster's grip by callously executing any allies who fall out of line. Designed to work with the plastic Deimos pattern Predator, the Sakaran Battle Tank and Sakaran Punisher. Sakaran Punisher, hello. Or the Kratos Heavy Assault Tank. This resin miniature also comes with a choice of heads, as you can see. So, it didn't say that. It didn't say. Well, it said plastic Predator, Sakaran Battle Tank, Punisher. That's the one with the. That's the one I really want. And if I can get that, then I will be the plastic version of it. I will be attaching my Imperial Fist Decurion one, the one with the sort of assault Iliastus assault cannon thing. But this is if you're a favorite of the naughty side, then maybe this will be for you. I wonder, are they going to do a sort of generic sort of Decurion, or is this it? What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below. And then we can scroll down to Blood Bowl. Down here, Ripper Bolgrot. Oh, he's got some glasses on. Very nice. That's a fun miniature. This is a fun mini. I like swiping a fun miniature, even if I'm not even collecting an army or a team, just for a bit of fun when I know I'm going to need something different to paint when I'm sort of sick of army painting, etc. The only thing scarier than a troll covered in brains is a troll covered with brains of his own, and Ripper Bolgrot has the dubious honor of being the smartest troll in all of Blood Bowl. Along with all the raw power you'd expect from a troll, he has the ability to reroll 1 dice that isn't an armor, injury, or casualty roll per half the boot. This Resin Star Player is usable by Badlands Brawl and Underworld's challenge teams and comes with his rules in the box. That's fantastic stuff. Yeah, this could be definitely a fun little one to paint if you have those teams or you just fancy something fun to paint. Yeah, I don't know. I'm already thinking of schemes. Try not to include magenta in that. We got some Black Library stuff. The Black Library Character Day 2023. Short subscription. We've got Leviathan translated into French and German. Fantastic stuff. As always, we got the White Dwarf 490. Episode 490. Edition 490. Whatever the word is. So, introduces the White Dwarf Bunker, a worldwide gaming club. And a bunch of other stuff. That's about it, really. Yeah. Straight to the top. Let's go. So, folks, this is it. If you didn't get Leviathan box set, we do have some starter box sets, 3 different ones, and some starter paint sets. So maybe you've been waiting for this. This would definitely be a good time. From what I remember, like 9th edition, as I said before, they are well priced. Even more so if you've got a friend to go halves with, and you really want to get stuck into the game. Probably the middle one, the starter one, might be potentially the better one to get. That's the one I would suggest getting at the minimum. Because then you only need like 1 character for the Space Marines or the the barb gaunts for the tyranids. Otherwise, you can just go with the ultimate one, which also has a bit of scenery. I always like a bit of scenery. All I got to say, folks, do make sure you've liked, followed, subscribed, hit the bell for notifications, all that sort of nonsense. Hopefully, I'll be able to upload this video today. My internet is absolutely horrific again. And yeah, it's that's all I got to say, really. I've got a few plans, which I'm slowly working on, and I've got a few plans that I want to be working on once I move to the new house. I'm really kind of looking forward to getting stuck into that. So yeah, hopefully you'll see in future videos what I'm blabbering about. And until the next video, thank you and goodbye.